Ectopia vesica. Ectopia vesica, otherwise it is known as a bladder atrophy. Bladder atrophy refers to an herniation of the urinary bladder through an anterior abdominal wall defect. The severity of this defect is widely variable. Bladder atrophy is a congenital anomaly that exists along the spectrum of the extropy epidias complex and most notably involve the protrusion of the urinary bladder through a defect in the abdominal wall. Causes. The exact cause of the extropy of bladder is unknown, and another cause we are saying as to reinforcement of the cloacal membrane by underlying mesoderm. Signs and symptoms of ectropy of bladder. A defect in the abdominal wall occupied by both the extrophied bladder as well as a portion of the urethra. And next, a flattened puborectal sling. Then separation of the pubic symphysis. Shortening of the pubic rami and external rotation of the pelvis. Diagnostic measures. The diagnostic measures are history collection and physical examination. These two examinations wise we can identify the extropy of bladder. Management or treatment. Treatment begins at the birth by covering the bladder with a sterile plastic dressing that prevents drying of the bladder but allows urine flow. Surgical closure is the preferred method of the treatment, and surgery is usually done within the 48 hours of the life. The types of surgery. There are mainly two types of surgery or surgical correction. One is the urinary diversion, second one is the primary reconstruction of bladder. Then urinary diversion. Urinary diversion is the following procedures are performed. Ureterosigmoidotomy if there is no anal incontinence. If there is no anal incontinence means at the time we are making opening. That is the ureterosigmoidotomy. Then ileal conduit and colonic conduit with anti-reflex procedure. Ileal conduit. Ileal conduit is a urinary diversion in one of the various surgical techniques for urinary diversion. That means it's making urinary diversion. Colonic conduit with the anti-reflex procedure. This means this technique involves creation of a conduit with isolation of 10 to 15 centimeter of a loop of sigmoid colon. One of its end is sutured and both ureters become re-implanted with an anti-reflex procedure. Primary reconstruction of bladder. At birth, bladder closure turning in without the repair of the bladder neck is done and abdominal wall is closed over the rotational flap. That is doing in at birth. When the age group is 2 to 3 years age, chode correction or elongation of penis and ductus paraextropy flags are raised. In this bladder, neck is receded into the pelvis following the repair of bladder neck. Anti-reflex procedure also doing in here. Then if continence is achieved and upper urinary tract are normal, repair of epidiasis is done. Nursing care. Nursing care include pre-operative care and post-operative care. In pre-operative care, keeping the bladder as clean, covering the bladder with sterile and preventing diaper from adhering the area, frequently changing the diaper for the comfort of infant and prevent constant odor of urine. Keeping the baby clean and dry. Stool is cleared and removed immediately so that it does not contaminate the bladder mucosa. Then preventing baby from straining at stool because of possibility of rectal prolapse. Keeping infants' clothing loose and lightweight. Tap bath should be avoided. Postoperative care. The post-operative care includes monitor the vital signs and combat the shock and prevent bleeding from operational site, check the infection, then position of the child, then keeping abdominal dressing clean and dry, maintain adequate intake of fluid, watch fever, hematuria, purulent drainage and incision, and educate the parents about the procedure and importance.